From the biggest star in the sky all the way down to the smartphone you're probably holding, there is an invisible set of rules that governs absolutely everything. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on those rules and answer a really simple but huge question. What is physics?
Have you ever just stopped and wondered about the simple things? Like, why does a fan actually spin? Or why, when you throw a ball up in the air, does it always come back down? Why don't we just float off into space? Well, these aren't just random things happening. Nope, they're actually clues to a hidden language that the universe is speaking all the time. And the answer to all of those questions, and really countless others, comes down to one single word: physics. You can think of it as the invisible blueprint that designs our entire reality. So let's start with what is, without a doubt, the most important idea to get our heads around. Physics is literally everywhere. I mean, it's not just some boring subject in a textbook. It's happening in every single moment of your life. Here's a cool way to think about it. Imagine the universe is just this giant, grand game. Well, physics is the official rule book. It's the thing that explains everything from how a car manages to stay on the road to how entire galaxies hold themselves together. It's wild.
So, what are the main players in this cosmic rulebook? What are the core building blocks that physics is actually looking at? Turns out it all boils down to 4 key concepts. First up, we have matter. That's basically all the physical stuff that makes up everything, from you and me to the most distant stars. Then you've got energy, which is the power that makes anything happen. Next is motion, which is, simply how things move around. And finally, there's force, the pushes and pulls that cause all that motion in the first place. Physics is really just the study of how these 4 pillars all work together.
And this brings us right to the formal textbook definition. Physics is the scientific study of matter, energy, and their interactions. Now that last part, their interactions, that's the key. It's not just about what things are, but how they interact with each other. It's like this cosmic dance between the stuff of the universe and the energy that brings it all to life.
Okay, that's enough of the high-level theory. Let's bring this down to earth and see how physics is showing up in your daily life. I mean, from the second you wake up to the moment you go to sleep.
So when a ball just falls out of your hand and hits the floor, that's gravity in action. You've seen it 1,000 times. When you flip a light switch and the room suddenly glows, well, that's electricity. See, physics takes these things that feel like everyday miracles and gives them a name and, more importantly, an explanation. And it doesn't stop there. Even the simple act of riding a bike is this perfect, elegant dance between force and motion. And the sound of my voice reaching your ears right now? Yeah, that's all thanks to sound waves traveling through the air. Physics is truly woven into every single moment. And that's the real power of physics, isn't it? Without it, the world is just a confusing collection of mysteries. But with it, we suddenly have a framework, a lens, to understand pretty much everything.
But physics isn't just about explaining the natural world. It's also the engine that powers our entire modern world. Honestly, without it, our lives would be almost unrecognizable. Just stop and think about it for a second. No smartphones in our pockets, no internet connecting all of us, no electricity to light up our homes. Trains, satellites, you name it. All of these modern marvels are built on a solid foundation of physics. Let's just take a quick look at a satellite. How in the world does it just hang up there and not fall down? Well, it's all about a perfect balance. You have Earth's gravity constantly pulling it down towards the ground, but at the same time, its incredible forward speed is trying to fling it out into space. When those two forces are perfectly matched, the satellite locks into a stable orbit. It's this beautiful cosmic waltz, completely choreographed by the laws of physics. So by now you might be thinking, okay, this is all pretty interesting, but why does physics really matter to me? Well, it's about so much more than just understanding the universe. It's about upgrading the way your own mind works. Learning physics is like a workout for your brain. It literally teaches you how to think logically and how to solve really complex problems. And these are the exact skills that build bridges, cure diseases, and, send us to the stars. And this, right here, is probably the most important thing to remember. Physics isn't just a bunch of facts you have to memorize. It is a way of thinking. It's a toolkit for making sense of the world.
I know, I know. A lot of people see physics as this scary wall of complicated math. But the real secret is to see it as a puzzle. And once you start connecting the pieces of that puzzle to the world you see around you every day, it becomes one of the most exciting, most fun games you'll ever get to play.
The universe is just packed with secrets, all waiting for someone to discover them. And now you have the key to start unlocking them. So the only question left is, what secret of nature will you uncover first? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.